the heart of the Jacob School. The halls of the Jacob School were filled with the quiet hum of preparation as the morning sun cast long, golden rectangles across the polished floors. Mr. Demby arrived with a warm smile, his presence alone bringing a sense of calm and purpose to the faculty lounge. He was here to lead a professional development session that many had been looking forward to for weeks. Among the staff was Alara, a passionate teacher who had recently felt a disconnect in her classroom. She sat at a wooden table, her chin resting in her hand as she looked over her lesson plans. She loved her students dearly, but she struggled when their eyes drifted toward the windows, their minds seemingly miles away from the curriculum. Mr. Demby gathered the teachers around a digital display. He opened a file named img_0163.hiic, which showed a close-up of a man with a kind, experienced gaze and a neatly trimmed gray beard. "Teaching is not just about the delivery of information," he began softly. "It is about the art of observation. This image represents the focus we must bring to our craft." When a student tunes out, Mr. Demby explained to Soren, who sat in the front row, it isn't a sign of failure. It is data. Soren leaned forward, his interest piqued. Mr. Demby continued, "That moment of disengagement is a signal. It tells us exactly where we need to adjust our rhythm to meet them where they are." Alara listened intently, reflecting on the moments when her own students drifted. She realized she had been viewing those moments as obstacles rather than opportunities. She began to jot down notes, her eyes brightening as she reimagined her classroom not as a place of rigid instruction, but as a dynamic exchange of energy. Mr. Demby walked over to Alara's table and placed a steadying hand on the back of an empty chair. "To truly see them, we must use the BEST educator framework," he said. Alara looked up at him, ready to learn the secret behind the acronym that Mr. Demby championed. Mr. Demby moved to the front of the room and wrote the first two letters on the board. "B stands for brilliant," he declared. "You must be brilliant in your subject matter. E is for enterprising. We must be willing to take risks and try new ways to spark a student's curiosity when the old ways no longer suffice." Soren raised his hand, catching the momentum of the lesson. "And the rest?" he asked. Mr. Demby nodded toward him. "S is for savvy, having the intuition to read the room. T is for talented, honing your unique gifts to connect with every child. Together, being BEST means being present." As the session concluded, Alara and Soren stood together near the doorway, sharing ideas for the next day's lessons. The atmosphere in the Jacob School had shifted from one of routine to one of vibrant possibility. They felt equipped with a new lens through which to view their students' wandering gazes. Before leaving, Alara stopped by Mr. Demby to thank him. "I feel like I'm falling in love with my job all over again," she admitted. Mr. Demby smiled, knowing that at Jacob School, the teachers were now ready to turn every moment of silence into a masterpiece of connection. Everyone was happy, and the school felt alive with new light.